Mr. Ambassador, Estonia having a very good access to Nordic countries, to EU, to Russia, I mean, being on a very strategic location and the potential logistic base for many companies it might become. How do you propose to attract Indian companies, investors, and even the civil aviation sector to Estonia?
This is a very fair question, as I said in the previous question, that old habits are there. That is one of the big obstacles.
Okay.
So that again, increasing awareness is one of the biggest tasks we're facing. Let's say there are shipping routes in order to trade with Russia, so that usually maritime routes are always cheaper than on the land. So that why not to extend those shipping routes as far as you can go? And usually you can go to the eastern shore of Baltic Sea, where Estonia is, and then you put all your cargo on rails. The Estonian railways is exactly the same course as Russia, so you can send all the cargo you have to Russia or Central Asia. As you know, Central Asia is becoming much more important for India as well, but unfortunately, you don't have direct access to Central Asia. You have to go around it right now. Another thing, you mentioned aviation. I suppose that most people don't even realize that. If you look at the map, but look at the globe, and then you see that flights from Delhi to our capital, Tallinn, are actually shorter than flights from here to Istanbul.
Okay.
So that it's only because of the phenomenon that the maps are spread out. If you look at the globe, then you understand it. And also, all the shortest way to fly from India to North America goes over the North Pole, meaning also going over Estonia.
So do you plan to sensitize Indian public, corporates and companies about this possible change of habit in looking at the strategic location of Estonia, then exploiting the rail, road and aviation, all the three sectors from that place to Europe to nautical? How do you plan to sensitize people? Do you plan to sensitize and change the narrative itself?
Yes. Definitely, this is our main target, but we also understand it takes time. As I said, hopefully you have more and more visits so that people understand, and it slowly the understanding comes that there is a potential for that. Because otherwise, right now, this is a new opportunity that people have to adjust the new reality. Like the same thing, nobody thinks right now North as a big opportunity. But as because of climate change, as well as the northern routes, also the sea routes, are right now opening up. So that the whole perspective, how the logistic routes are drawn on the map, has to be redrawn.
Okay.
So that we see there, for us, also a big opportunity. And as you rightly said, that we're trying to work closely with the Indian companies and the Indian government to fully use this opportunity.
Your Excellency, cyber security and citizens' privacy. These two issues have been hot potatoes as far as digitization exercise is concerned. These were the issues in some European countries also. In our country, it's a big issue regarding the privacy issues and citizen rights and all those things. So, how Estonia have addressed these issues and how they are relevant for India?
Cyber security, I would say that this is the most important aspect in our e-government system. Why? Because I said in Estonia we decided that e-government system, the very infrastructure, has to be government provided. Because you can also outsource it from the private sector, but we decided in Estonia that no, government will do it. Although I have to say that all the solutions in Estonia, also the infrastructure, is provided by the private sector. So not public sector wrote the programs, but private sector did. So that the infrastructure is government-owned and government-backed. Government-backed means that if right now I use my computer here, use my ID card, the similar one you have at Aadhaar, and establish a company in Estonia from here remotely, using my ID card, meaning I have to be, or our government has to be absolutely sure that this is me who established the company. Meaning security is important. Because if we are, let's say, if we are light on security aspects, meaning if I can abuse the system, then the whole system will collapse. So that's why it's extremely important. But also, I mean, cybersecurity these days is not only business, it's also extremely important in relationship between countries. So that also cybersecurity, if you take more like a security aspect, is becoming more important. That's why also Estonia has a strong role here, that NATO, the Defense Alliance, the NATO's Center of Excellence on cybersecurity, the only one NATO has, is located in Tallinn, in Estonia.
Okay.
The IT agency of the European Union is located in Tallinn.
Okay.
The Vice President of the European Commission, European Commission is executive body of the European Union,
Yes.
that every member state has one commissioner. Our Estonian commissioner, Vice President, our former Prime Minister, Andrus Ansip, is in charge of one topic, like every commissioner.
Okay.
It's Digital Europe. So Estonians also, you know, have a much higher say what we do in the European Union level. So that this kind of cybersecurity and IT thing is very close to our hearts, and therefore, you know, we are learning, but we also try to change views and also maybe help others if the help is needed. So that's why, you know, this kind of close collaboration with Indian government is very important part of my job here.
And how do you ensure the privacy issues? I mean, how you have addressed it?
Privacy issues, so that I always get the question in India, how about the Big Brother effect?
Yeah.
So we have approached this there are many layers. One very important layer is that all the data the government has about you is owned by the citizen. So I own the data. So that in our e-governance system, I can go and see in the state portal all the info government has about me.
Okay.
And that if I see there's something that I think is irrelevant, why government has it about me, I can ask the respective institution to delete it.
Okay.
And also the other thing is what I said, that what the privacy issue is, that the data is owned by a citizen, is that at the same time I can also see who and when looked my data.
Oh.
I give you just an example that, let's say I see that police looked my data yesterday, but I wasn't even behind the wheel. Then I can ask police, why you check my data? And if they cannot reason, then in a way it's possible that the police officer can be penalized. So these kind of checks and balances have to be in place as well.